Hi and hello guys. Today I have got a very interesting video to present. Today in this video I'll show you all as to how you can integrate Volume IO and Google Assistant. In other words, I'll show you as to how you can install Google Assistant on a Volume IO speaker and then control the speaker by vocal commands. So most of you would be already aware of the Volume IO. See, if you are new, never mind. I will cover the Volume IO setup process for the sake of the newbies. And if you are one among the many who know what Volume IO is, from the timestamps, you can just skip the Volume IO setup part. Okay, so let us get started. So for this, first we need to download the Volume IO image. So download the version of Volume IO and then unzip it. Okay, so after unzipping it, we'll use software called Win32 Disk Imager, or you can even use Balena Etcher to write the image onto an SD card. Say if your SD card already occupies some content, you may have to format your SD card first. So for that you can use the SD formatter tool. So format your SD card first. So once that is done, use Win32 Disk Imager and then write the image onto the SD card. Okay, so this process should not take much of a time. So at the end of this process, the image will be ready and you can just eject the card, plug it onto the Pi and boot your Pi. Okay. So once the Pi boots, it will open a hotspot or an access point called Volume IO. So connect to that access point. Okay, so first it will take you through the setup process or the setup wizard. Just go through it sequentially, one after another. So here you can choose your audio output, or we will configure it a bit later. It is up to you. So right now I have plugged in my USB DAC card or USB DAC card, the DAC card which has both the mic port and the auxiliary port, that kind of a DAC card. So I have plugged in that. So I'll use that. In your case, if you are using an I2S DAC, go ahead and select that over here and then choose next. Choose next and and now connect your Wi-Fi. Choose next. Choose next. So at this point, Volume IO will reboot and it will connect to your Wi-Fi network. You can use a software like IP scanner to get the IP addresses of all the devices in your network. Perform a scan and that will list out or give you the IP address of your Raspberry Pi running Volume IO. Okay, so the IP address is 1.8. You can close this. Okay, so before proceeding any further, so I have given all the steps that you need to follow in the README document. So if you follow all these steps one after the another, you should not have any difficulty at all in getting the Google Assistant up and running along with your Volume IO speaker. Okay, so first step, we need to enable the SSH on the Volume IO. By default, the SSH is disabled. To access the SSH option, you need to access the developer option. To do that, add the IP address of your Raspberry Pi followed by the / and then DEV. So that will give you the developer options. Under the developer options, enable SSH. So upon clicking, you will not get any prompt or anything, nothing whatsoever. So never mind, you can just go back and you can open or access your Raspberry Pi using SSH using software like PuTTY. Okay, so as I mentioned, The default login ID is volume.io and the default password is also volume.io. So the first thing that we need to do is we need to add the Raspbian sources to the sources list. So by default it will have only the volume.io source. So we need to add the Raspbian source. So to do that, the command will be sudo nano /etc apt sour sources.list. Key in the password again. So as I mentioned, you have just the volume.io's sources. Here we need to add the Raspbian sources. So I have given the source list over here. Copy that and add those lines over here. After that, Control X and Y, enter to exit. Okay. So now you need to run the sudo apt-get update command. Sudo apt-get update. Okay, so the updation is complete. Copy these lines and then paste it in the terminal. The last step is to clone the GSSPy project. Okay, so once that is done, we need to configure the volume.io. So head over to settings and then playback options. Over here, we should have the audio device selected. So in my case, I'm using a USB DAC, and so I have selected the USB audio device. In your case, the audio device could be anything. Choose that accordingly, and then select the DSD playback mode to DSD over PCM. And then if you want a smooth playback, you can alter all these lines. Okay, so that is not critical to this project. So under mixer type, choose software. Okay, so if you are using the onboard jack or the onboard HDMI port for audio out, then you can leave it as you can leave the option to be hardware. Otherwise, if you are using any external DAC, then you need to have the software option selected. Okay, so then choose save. So you should get a prompt that the configuration has been updated. So once that is done, open PuTTY again, and we need to proceed further. Okay, so next step is to install the audio scripts or our audio configuration. So as I mentioned, in my case, I'm using the USB DAC. In your case, it could be anything different. So I have provided scripts for both USB mic and HDMI and USB mic and audio jack for the different possibilities. Choose the audio configuration according to your setup. So first we need to make the installer executable, and then we'll use the installer. And next step, we need to set up the audio configuration files properly. So we need to find out the card numbers of our microphone and the audio out device. To do that, the commands are a record -L to get the DAC card number of our mic, and aplay-L is a command to get the card number of our audio out device. So in my case, it is card 5 or number 5 for both my audio out and microphone. So we need to make those changes in the audio files, that is the asound files. The command is sudo nano dot asound rc first. Change the numbers over here. 1 will be replaced by 5. The same for the audio out as well. So I have changed the number for both my mic and the audio out. Control X and Y and enter to save. So we have changed it in the .asound.rc. We need to do it in the we need to change the same in the asound.conf file as well. etc/asound.conf. Change the numbers over here as well. Okay. After this, if you do the speaker test, you should hear the audio out.
Front, left, front, left, front, left, front, left, front, left, front.
So there is the confirmation of the audio working. So one step what I forgot is we need to change the configuration file in Volume.io. So I have given that in the README, but I just forgot to do it in the PuTTY. So sudo nano etc/mpd.conf. So just scroll down until you get to the point which says audio output. Change the soft wall to plug D mixer. So this change is required only for the DACs, external DACs, the I2S DACs and the USB DACs. This is not required for the onboard 3.5mm jack or the HDMI port. Control X and then Y and enter to save. Okay. So now you can do a quick reboot of your Pi. Okay, so in the meanwhile, we'll start with the Google Assistant configuration. Head over to Actions on Google page, create an account and sign in. You'll be first taken into this welcome screen. There, choose create a new project. Give your project a name. Choose create project. And just scroll down over in this page and choose device registration. And now choose register model. Give your product a name. The device type can be anything. Choose register model. Now you will be prompted to download the credentials. Click on the download OAuth 2.0 credentials and save it to a folder on your PC or your. Choose next. If you want, you can select the traits. This is not very critical to the project. Choose skip. Okay. So next, head over to Google Cloud Console. From the drop down, select a project, go choose all. This will list all your projects. This is the newly created project, Volume.io Google Assistant. Select that and then click on this hamburger icon or the three stacked lines and then choose API and services. And then library. Over here in this window, type assistant. Click on the Google Assistant API and choose enable. So after this, click on the hamburger icon again. Scroll over APIs and services and then click on OAuth consent screen. Choose external, choose create, and under support email, choose your email, okay? And then scroll down and then choose save. So you should get the confirmation page somewhat like this. You can close the Cloud Console. Don't close the Actions Console window yet. Have this open, okay? So the Volume.io should have rebooted. Now next software that you need is called WinSCP. This is just to transfer the credentials file that we just downloaded onto the Pi, from PC to the Pi. You can make this transfer even using your own thumb drive, which is not an issue. So I am using WinSCP to transfer the credentials from my PC to the Pi. You can make this transfer even using a USB. So it is up to you. The goal is that the credentials must be transferred to the Pi. How you do is not critical, okay? Okay, next proceed with the further steps given in the README. That is from step 3.2. Open Putty. Make sure to be on the home/volume.io directory. Okay, so after that we must make the installed executable. Copy that, paste, and then we must make, and then we can execute the installer. Remove the chmod plus x command and press enter. Type Volume.io. So this will prompt you for the path to the credentials file. The path will be home/volume.io followed by the name of your credentials file. And now it will prompt you for the project ID. Head over to the Actions console and the project ID is this part over here, or the first part of your model ID, or you can get your project ID right from the address bar. It is Volume.io in my case. The numberings or the letters between project and the device registration will be your project ID. Copy that and paste it. Next, it will prompt you for the model ID. Copy this model ID that is generated in the Actions console. Copy that and then execute. Okay. So the setup process will take at least like 15 minutes or so. I am running this on Raspberry Pi 3. So on Pi 3 it will take about 15 minutes. copy this code. Okay, so open a browser and then enter the URL that will prompt you to sign in. Sign in using your Google account. Choose allow and then allow. Choose allow. So it will give you the authentication code. Copy that code, close the browser and then enter that over here and then press enter. So everything is done. It says finished installing Google Assistant. Now you can start interacting with your Google Assistant. See, if you want, you can set up the Google Assistant to start on boot. I have given the instructions over here. It is pretty straightforward, and at any point if you want to manually start the assistant, you can use this command over here. So I have started the Google Assistant manually. The first command that you need to give after starting the assistant is to set the assistant's volume to maximum. The assistant volume is independent of the ALSA volume. So your ALSA volume could be at 100 and the assistant's volume could be at 0. So you need to set the assistant's volume to maximum first. Okay, Google, set volume to maximum. So as you just now saw, when you give a command, the volume IO gets automatically paused and resumes playback at the end of the interaction. Hey Google, what is the time now? Hey Google, set speaker volume to 10. So the speaker volume got changed. Hey Google, set speaker volume to 35. Okay Google, set speaker volume to 60. Hey Google, pause music. Hey Google, play music. Hey Google, play next track. So the track changed. Hey Google, play next track. Hey Google, play next track. The track changed again. Okay Google, stop music. So as of now, you can control the music playback, pause, stop, resume, and then you can change the speaker volumes. You can switch between tracks. Okay, so based on the traction this project gets, I may add some more features like shuffling and playing back music based on artist, etc. So that is pretty much it, guys. So I really hope that you find this interesting and entertaining. So please do try this out. Thanks for watching. Take care and bye bye.